that. I am recognizing UCF as the national champions because I'm sick of being manipulated by the college football gatekeepers of all that is, the college football playoff lords and gods and dictators. I like that UCF went 13-0. I like that UCF beat Auburn, who beat Alabama, who beat Georgia. So, hey, it might not be the perfect math, but UCF should have had the opportunity to be in the college football playoff. And you may be saying, hey man, only 4 teams. You couldn't let UCF in, and look who they played. Well, then expand it to 8 teams and let every conference in. So until then, you got to start somewhere, and I'm starting here. I do not recognize Monday night's winner as the college football national champion. I recognize UCF because they're the only team that ran the table. They're 13-0. And if the winner Monday night, Alabama or Georgia, wants to really be the national champion, then they better organize a game with UCF. Then we better change some rules, and we better have a real national championship game against a team that beat everybody in front of them, including Auburn, who a lot of people believed was the best team in football for several weeks this year. Auburn, SEC. Auburn, big boy football. Auburn beat Alabama. Auburn beat Georgia once, I believe, but not the second time they played in the SEC championship game. You got to start somewhere. Who am I? What do I know? But you know what? Here's the deal. Something like this, a movement starts with every one of us using whatever platform we have. Do I have a very big platform? Not really. I got a show on Ticket 760. You're listening to it right now. You may be watching it on Ticket 760's Facebook page. We're streaming live video. I got 8,200 followers on Twitter. I got like 5,000 friends on Facebook, an additional 3,000 followers. Not that many. A lot of people have infinitely gazillions more than I do. My point is this. Whether it's something like this, where I think just 4 teams in the college football playoff where actual champions of conferences can't get in because there's only 4, because I think that's wrong. My belief is, and it goes with anything that you disagree with, make your voice heard and use your platform, use your circle. We all have, most of us have, a Facebook page. I was about to say, Paul Kidwell's often in here with me. He doesn't do Twitter. He does Instagram and Facebook, but he doesn't do Twitter. I was about to say, we all have Facebook. We all have Twitter. We all have Instagram. We all have friends. I hope you have some friends. We all have family. I hope you have some family. That's how it happens. And you say, hey man, enough is enough. This is going on in Iran right now. In Iran, young people, and man, we've seen this in Egypt, we've seen this in Libya, we've seen this around the world, especially in oppressive, and the college football playoff system is oppressive. We've seen this especially in oppressive dictatorships. The people rise up. And the only way change happens is when there's a critical mass of people rising up. Now, before you get to that critical mass, some lone wolves need to step out. Some lone wolves in Iran had to say, you know what, this is crap. We are being oppressed. And by the way, they're shooting people in the streets in Iran right now. This is a sports talk show, but this is an analogy I'm using for sports for the college football playoff. There are people in Iran where the stakes are a whole lot higher. I get that. The stakes are a whole lot higher in Iran than my little being disgruntled about only 4 teams in the college football playoff, and UCF goes 13-0 and they're not allowed to play for the championship. So they're using their platform. They're saying, you know what? We're going to hang a banner. We are the national champions. I love it. Play queen, baby. We are the champions, my friend. We'll keep on fighting to the end. Do it. Instead of UCF kind of being the Omega Wolf. And do you know what that means? In a wolf pack, you've got the alpha wolf who's in charge, and he runs all the wolves in the wolf pack. And then there's all these other wolves. And then the wolf everybody beats up on and treats like crap. That's the Omega Wolf. That's like, oh, I'm not worthy. San Antonio, when it comes to getting a pro football team, we're the Omega Wolf. And a lot of the people in this town think that way. Oh, man, we've been used so many times. They only come and use us as leverage so we can get another team. That's being the Omega Wolf. We should be the Alpha Wolf. We're San and freaking Antonio. You ever heard of the Spurs? You ever seen the fans at Spurs games? We got 5 championships. We've been to the final 6 years. Yeah, we want pro football. Yeah, we're going to go get it. Yeah, we got a mayor named Ron Nierenberg. We're going to kick butt and take names. That's what we should do. It's like, hey, yeah, Jacksonville, you don't want to support your team? Well, we want them. We want to move Jacksonville to San Antonio. We should do things like that. We should be the Alpha Wolf. So my point is, on the University of Central Florida, they have chosen not to be the Omega Wolf, not to be woe is me. They've chosen not to be the herd. Most of the herd just, let's cooperate and graduate. Cooperate and graduate. Let's get along. Let's do what the Alpha Wolves tell us to do. Oh, yeah, it's those 4 teams. Those are the only best teams in America. Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Oklahoma. We're the University of Central Florida. We're 13-0, but we accept the fact that we're not worthy. We accept the fact that we don't play in the SEC. So, thank you, sir, may I have another? Thank you, sir, may I have another? Thank you, sir, may I have another? You know what that's from. That's from Animal House. And what's that actor's name? Who was the actor who was getting whacked? No, it's not Belushi. He's Kevin Bacon. It was Kevin Bacon. When Kevin Bacon is bending over and dropping trowel, and he's trying to pledge a frat in Animal House, and it was Niedermeyer's frat. And every time they would full swing, baby, full swing with the paddle and just whack him on the rear end. It was and he's almost about to cry, but you can't cry because you got to be a man if you want to be in that fraternity. Thank you, sir, may I have another? Tears coming out of his eyes. Thank you, sir, may I have another? So that you allow the alpha wolves who tell you to drop your pants and bend over so they can whip your butt in public. And you are expected to say, thank you, sir, may I have another? The University of Central Florida has said, screw that.